So this is how we're gonna solve for the second triangle. It's basically the same one as the first, but this time I'm not gonna be complicated and find like both angles for B. So we're given here side, side, angle. I don't know if your teacher has taught you this, but there's definitely a possibility where you can have more than one triangle, but we're not going to do all the complicated stuff. If you want to go over how to do the complicated stuff, you can look at the last video. So what we're going to do is we're going to identify what we can solve for. So since we have side side angle, we can use the law of sine, which is sine A over A equals sine B over B. We're going to plug in numbers for sine A first. In this case, it will be angle F and its corresponding side, which is 2 root 2. So we're going to plug that into sine A. So that will be sine 30 over 2 root 2. And now the only possible angle that we can find, because we're looking for angle E and D, the only possible angle that we can find in this situation would be angle E, because we have its corresponding side, which is 3. So we're going to plug that in. So that's sine E over its corresponding side, 3. And now we're going to cross multiply, and you're going to get 2 root 2 sine E equals 3 sine 30. And we're going to isolate sine E, so divide by 2 root 2. So sine E equals, plug it into the calculator. For this, you're going to have to solve for 2 root 2 first, or else you're going to get an impossible number, which is greater than 1, and you can't get an angle that's with a sign that's greater than 1. So, that will be 0.53. And now you're going to isolate E, so that's just inverse of sine. You can plug that into your calculator. So angle E equals 32.028. And now it's easy to find angle D because it's just 180 subtracted by the given angle, 30, and the angle you just found, 32.028. You plug that into the calculator if you want, which is 117.972. So that's your angle D. We're going to find side QR in this triangle. So first we're going to identify what triangle we have, which is side, angle, side. And you know this is side, angle, side triangle because the angle in between is surrounded by the two sides. And when you have a side, angle, side triangle, you're going to be using law of cosine, which is a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2ac, oh, my bad, bc, cosine A. So, we're going to find QR, and so we're gonna identify what we have. So we have here two sides, so we're gonna call each side, we're gonna call this side B, and we're gonna call this side C, because we're looking for A here. This is gonna be our A, and our angle here, cosine A, is going to be 80 degrees. So let's write out what we have. So our B is 42, our C is 36, and our angle is going to be 80 because that's what we're given. So that's what we're going to be plugging in for cosine A. So let's plug all the numbers in. We have a squared, which is what we don't know. You can use this equation to find both angles and sides, but since we're looking for a side here, we're not gonna have an a squared, so our a squared is gonna be our variable. So I'm gonna plug it in, our b. So 42 squared plus 36 squared minus 2 times 42 times 36 cosine of 80. Now you're gonna plug this whole thing here into your calculator, and that'll be your a squared. So that's 42 squared plus 36 squared minus 2 times 42 plus 2 times 42 times 36 cosine 80, and you get 1,274.888. You don't have to have that many decimal places, but I'm gonna do that. And now you're gonna square root both sides to get a, and you should get 35.706. If they don't give you any units, you're just gonna write u. So that right there is side QR. So you just solved for that.